Yo, what's good, YouTube? How are you guys doing? I am so sorry for not posting today. I have been super busy, and then when I got done what I needed to do, I've been tired. I know the last videos didn't do too great, but I hope you guys enjoyed it either way. Today's a special video, right? Gojo Satoru versus Makima, right, from Chainsaw Man. I'm not gonna lie, this is not gonna go well for Makima, I feel like, because like her best feat, yeah, she defeated, I know a little bit about her, that she can control people or something like that, but the thing is that I know everything Gojo can do, right? Gojo has way better hacks than Makima, really. But like, who knows? She probably could pull something out to like get the dub. I don't know. But my glorious king never loses, chat. He never loses, and I know that's Glaze. Listen, I know that's Glaze. I know it's Glaze. Hear me out. It was confirmed by Gege today that the reason Gojo lost, which I had a feeling, everybody had a feeling why Gojo lost. It was literally right there. It was like a no-brainer, bro. It was clear as day. The reason Gojo lost was because he was caught off guard, which it was obvious because, you know, beware of spoilers. You know, he died to the world cutting slash, but he was caught off guard. I don't think Makima has that kind of power to do to Gojo. I don't think she can really do anything, but who knows? I do know she has like an air gun or whatever, but thing is, I don't think it can hit Gojo because it travels a distance. And anything that travels a distance can't get through Gojo's infinity, but who knows? Let me stop yapping. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what other death battles you guys want me to react to, or other videos you want me to react to. Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video.
I better help it. Hello Fresh. Satoru Gojo, Jujutsu Kaisen.
My glorious king, Satoru Gojo. I'm sorry, chat. That's my king, my goat, my everything. All right, I'm done. All right, I'm done glazing, bro. Let's go.
Sorcerer Sensei.
Makima, Chainsaw Man's head of Tokyo Public Safety.
These two paranormal mentors are
Bro, he's so perfect. Okay.
so strong that they change the very worlds they exist in.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Japan, December 7th, 1989. Satoru Gojo was born, and the world changed.
And in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, invisible, cursed spirits born from negativity threaten humanity.
So it's up to the Jujutsu sorcerers to do battle with
Now,
them.
And what
JJK Zero was actually a really good movie. I'm surprised a lot, like quite a bit of people like didn't really like it that much, mainly because like Gojo's fight with Miguel was like so short, but it's Gojo. Like Miguel's nowhere near his level.
better way to learn the trade than to sign up for Tokyo Jujutsu High?
At this institution, a sorcerer will learn to harness their cursed energy, or the spiritual manifestation of intense emotion.
It's like Ki, but if Ki desperately needed therapy.
With it, sorcerers can boost their physicality and perform devastating curse techniques. Anything from voodoo dolls to swapping places with mere claps.
And lucky for humanity, Satoru Gojo's the best sensei a sorcerer could ask for.
Gojo isn't just the best, he's known as the strongest. His very birth
That's because he is.
forced the strength of curses to exponentially rise. Like witnessing a world record get broken, cursed society shifted to match the might of Gojo's presence.
As a kid, Gojo knew he was the shit. He mastered the art of the Riz, the hoops, and the curse murdering, all alongside Suguru Geto, his sorcerer BFF.
Together, they planned on changing Jujutsu society for the better.
And if anyone could do it, Gojo could. Thanks to his bloodline, he got one of the most busted anime enemy powers ever, Limitless.
Limitless grants Gojo a nigh-perfect defense by actualizing the very concept of infinity.
It creates an infinite space around himself, stopping anything coming his way. The dude is literally untouchable.
Kind of. Gojo tailored Limitless to automatically detect an object's mass and velocity. As the difference between...
Exactly. Like what I said in the video, beginning of the video. So I don't know if Makima is... I don't know what she's gonna do to actually touch him, because like he's legit untouchable unless she can find a way to turn off his like brain or something like that.
Between himself and an object decreases, Limitless halves the object's velocity. It's like Zeno's paradox.
Think of it this way. If you're trying to get from point A to point B, first you gotta go halfway, then you gotta go another halfway, then another and another, and so on. With Limitless, you'll never arrive, just like my alimony payments.
Hence, infinity. Yeah, it might sound complicated, but it basically creates a spatial force field around Gojo at all times.
Techniques on this level would burn out other sorcerers in seconds. That's where Gojo's incredible 6 eyes come in. They let him see and near perfectly control cursed energy at the atomic level. So he'll basically never run out of juice in a fight. He isn't just built different, he was born different.
Bro, just look at my goat, chat. Listen, he got the hair, you know, fresh out. He got that, bro. Let me shut my ass up and stop glazing, bro. I know y'all ain't trying to hear this.
6 Eyes and Limitless gave Gojo the power to manipulate space itself. Gojo's Lapse Blue technique attracts and condenses space into singularities. With Reversal Red, Gojo does the opposite, repelling space. Think push and pull. But you may be asking, how does one accomplish this with cursed energy? With math!
Curses!
That's basically what JJK is. It's literally just math.
Exactly! Cursed energy is typically negative, like with blue, but when multiplied by itself, negative cursed energy becomes positive, creating red.
Oh, strawberry and blueberry.
So, what happens when you combine a positive and a negative?
Grape?
0! By combining Reversal Red and Lapse Blue, Gojo creates Hollow Purple, an enormous ball of curse energy that literally applies the concept of 0 to an opponent, crushing and repelling them into nothing.
Gojo's a walking cursed Swiss Army knife. Levitation, teleportation, even expanding Limitless to fry his enemies. Gojo can also use positive energy to heal humongous wounds, and he's constantly refreshing his brain with it 24/7 to keep up with all of this.
Still, there's one technique that costs more cursed energy than anything else in a sorcerer's repertoire.
Every sorcerer is born with an innate domain, a mental world shaped by their mind and heart.
Add cursed energy to it, and these domains can be manifested physically. A technique called domain expansion.
Every sorcerer worth their salt needs one, and you know damn well Gojo has the scariest, unlimited void. You get caught in this, your ass is grass.
Exposure to unlimited void overloads your consciousness with a stream of infinite information. A mere 1/5 of a second of exposure can leave a normal person in a vegetated state for months.
Too bad it requires so much energy you can only do it like once a day. Oh wait, except for Gojo, who has done it multiple times in a row. Thanks again, 6 Eyes!
Quite frankly, Gojo was getting so strong that the axis of the Jujutsu world began to turn on him. Like the meta of a fighting game defined by one broken character.
Basically, yeah, I like that's literally what like changed the story, because he understood that like how like with strength comes like, you know, consequences and stuff like that.
He defined the hierarchy of power in the sorcerer world. He alone was the honored one.
His mere presence can cause earthquakes. He outran sonic explosions and applied cursed energy within a microsecond.
Gojo has been repeatedly stated by many to be the strongest sorcerer there is.
That includes his ex-student Hikari, who can dodge lightning, or this little volcano.
He can't. That's like, I don't know. I'm not gonna get to it, but he can kind of dodge lightning.
Volcano-headed curse Jogo, the embodiment of humanity's fear of fire, who can bring down city-shattering meteors, and Gojo kicked his ass with 0 effort.
But strength alone was not enough to fix his cursed world. When Geto rejected Jujutsu Society to forge his own justice, Gojo's philosophy changed. Instead of doing everything himself, he would teach a new generation of sorcerers to carry the torch when he could not.
It's all about setting an example. If it means a world where his companions can stand shoulder to shoulder as equals, who cares if he's got to show off a bit?
My goat, bro, my glorious King Gojo. You better win this. I'm not gonna bullshit or like, I'm not gonna watch AJK anymore.
episode of Death Battle is sponsored by HelloFresh.
HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. We're certainly busy over here at the Death Battle.
Yeah, like, yo, I respect that. W promotion. Not gonna lie, but you know, we're here for the Death Battle, my guy.
America's #1 meal kit.
Ah, what a beautiful day. The sun is shining, the birds are singing.
And a giant AK-47 carpet bombed the neighborhood. The sky rains blood. Millions are dead. Dear God, whiz, it's the end times. Run away!
Calm down, there's no reason to panic. It's just that in the world of Chainsaw Man, devils exist, and your fear makes them stronger. Never mind. Panic.
Remember that spider you shrieked at, or the last time you cut yourself dicing onions? Now the spider and knife devils are the monstrous products of your nightmares, and they hate you specifically.
I didn't really care for Chainsaw Man, chat. It's just that, like, the story's fun. Like, the anime is, like, interesting. It's just that it's, like, hard to stay, what's the word? It's hard to stay clicked to it. Like, you know?
The fearsome gun devil stood as the epitome of terror and destruction, and was responsible for a countless loss of lives. But a group was formed to combat it and the other devils that plagued humanity. The Devil Hunters.
Live in Japan and got yourself a pesky zombie problem? It's time to call the 4th Division of the Public Safety Devil Extermination.
A government-funded devil hunter unit led by a stone-cold vixen, Makima.
She's dressed like Columbo with a blank stare and a sadistic streak. She's been in the game for a while and just found herself a new prize.
The union of man and pet devil dog, Denji, the Chainsaw Man. Upon meeting him, she gave him a choice. Live under her as a human dog, or die by her hand as a devil.
Sounds sketch, but Denji's brain was set to teenage boy and Makima's hot. So in short order, Makima got a new pet.
Makima may seem terrifying at first, but she is a dog lover and a cinephile. Though you'd be ill-advised to mess with her.
Sure, for her position, you'd expect her to know how to defend herself. Martial arts here, swordplay there, but devil hunters like Makima become real threats when they make...
I will say Makime is like is a force to be reckoned with. I will say she's like super strong in her verse. In her verse. Just wanted to clarify that.
Tracks with devils, a classic Faustian bargain. Give something of yourself. The devil gives you power.
She can call death upon anyone she chooses through a complicated ritual, and even survive being shot through the head.
Because, as they say in the devil hunter world, you need your screws loose to live.
But she might have more than a few screws loose, because, in actuality, Makima is a devil herself.
Gasp! There's no way this clearly evil character could be a villain in disguise.
The Japanese government has been keeping a close eye on Makima ever since she was born. Rightfully so. She isn't some F-tier scrub like the Bat or Leech devils. She's the Control Devil, embodying humanity's collective fear of the oppressor. In a way, she's even more terrifying than the Gun Devil.
Makima can exert absolute mental control over any creature she views as inferior to her, which is basically everyone. People, animals...
That's not gonna work in Gojo.
Even other devils become puppets under her command. She can even hijack their senses to listen and see whatever she wants.
As a devil, Makima's far stronger, faster, and more durable than the average person.
Plus, her metabolism lets her slam down as many beers as...
Dude, I will say, dude, like, in the manga, she was scrapping with the Chainsaw Devil. Like, she was like... Yeah, she was taking damage, but she was still scrapping, like, hand-to-hand combat. It was, like, insane.
She wants to. So, Makima, if you're into countlessly divorced alcoholic rednecks, you know who to call.
By drinking blood, she
That's
can
gross.
heal her injuries. And her sense of smell is so potent that it can spot targets from over 300 miles away.
Not only can she control your mind, but your body too with telekinesis. She can mess up your internal organs or blow you away with finger guns. She doesn't shoot you with invisible bullets. She points at you and then a wound just happens out of nowhere.
That's... I'm not sure how, like, okay, the thing with that is, that could be a problem for Gojo if they go about it this way, but it travels a distance, and the way I have it, like, I know that it travels a distance because she killed Powder with it, and, like, there was like a wall that got damaged behind Powder, when she did it. So obviously that means it travels a distance if it went through powder into the wall and made an impact. So just saying. But if it goes like, if it's like, just so if they make it to where it just pops and they go with that and just pops on the body, that's going to be a huge problem for Gojo.
Controls all sorts of things with these ghostly chains that stab her victims. Once they're hooked, they're easier to control.
Makima has plenty of devils in her collection. There's the massive Fox Devil, the Future Devil for precognition, and a ton of devils that exist just to stab you.
But I'm definitely all about the blow shit up devil, the undead party devil, the flamethrower devil, and the unholy matrimony that's the angel devil, which will make you see God before you die.
After about the 20th time, seeing God gets kind of old. Anyway, like other devils, Makima...
Did he just start backing up, bro?
God before you die.
After about the 20th time, seeing God gets kind of old. Anyway...
Yo, that's funny. I'm not gonna lie.
But unlike other devils, her control powers allow her to force people into contracts that exclusively benefit her.
Like when she forced Japan's prime minister into a contract that states, and I quote, any attack made on her will be changed into appropriate illnesses or accidents among Japanese citizens.
What?
The verbiage of Makima's contract is worded specifically so that she quickly heals from any damage that is perceived to be an attack, transferring said damage to some poor random citizen of Japan.
Oh man, imagine like taking a shit and Makima gets hit and whoops, guess you're wiping at the pearly gates.
With these abilities and contracts, Makima set out to create the world that she wanted. No more pain, no more war, no more bad movies. The world would be perfect. But she needed the Chainsaw Devil to do so, who just so happened to be living as Denji's heart.
Yep, that cute doggo is actually the Chainsaw Devil. Oh, talk about shitty luck, kid.
In the depths of hell, Makima watched in awe as the Chainsaw Devil literally ate devils and eradicated plagues from existence. Because of the Chainsaw Devil, in this world, concepts like nuclear bombs, HIV, and even Nazis do not exist.
Wait, what? Wait, I didn't know about that. I'm not gonna lie. I did know that the Chainsaw Devil can like rape, but I didn't know he like got rid of all that. Okay.
He literally ate the concept of Nazis out of existence.
However, as Makima didn't see Denji or the Chainsaw Devil as beneath her, she could not directly control him. She needed to manipulate him. So she decided to build Denji up and then tear him down as cruelly as possible.
First, she murdered Denji's found family one by one.
Then she made Chainsaw Man into a public hero, stripping him of the power devils receive by being feared.
Oh, so she could control her precious Chainsaw Devil and make him press backspace on anything she didn't like.
Her telekinetic bangs shot the Chainsaw Devil out of orbit, and they stalemated the Darkness Devil, which embodies humanity's greatest fears.
Makima's stronger than devils like the Bomb Devil, who can easily blow up buildings, or the Typhoon Devil, which made city-spanning storms.
And while fighting the Gun Devil Fragment, this large behemoth moved over 300 miles in a few seconds.
She was pretty much unbeatable, though ultimate power can make it pretty lonely at the top.
Makima's quest may have been to make the world a better place through domination, but the truth she was never willing to admit to herself was that she really wanted to understand human emotion. After all, you can't control someone and love them at the same time.
Too bad she never quite found the answer she was looking for when the Chainsaw Man defeated her once and for all by cutting her to pieces, cooking her into a 7-course feast, and fucking ate her?
Believe it or not, the love Makima tried to understand was her undoing. Despite the hell she put him through, Denji still loved Makima in his own way. So the act of devouring her was its own act of love and did not count as an attack, bypassing her immortality.
Completely batshit insane. That's Chainsaw Man for you. Who knows, Wiz? Eventually, the Control Devil will come back, though it won't be Makima.
While her path back to hell was paved with good intentions, in the world of devils, it's no surprise that Makima came so close to her ideal future.
Ooh, it's gonna be a good fight.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp. Have you ever felt that your own brain is getting in your way?
Okay, yeah, let's get to the fight. I'm actually curious. All right.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, a couple of rules for a unique fight like this one.
We'll be considering curses and devils to be comparable beings to avoid arbitrary terminology in their power systems that might make this fight incompatible. We will also consider Gojo and Makima citizens of the same Japan to balance it out.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's get it. Gojo, you better win, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear I will drop your anime so quick.
Love this part. Well, could have been some flicks right about now.
Oh my gosh. That cough is like
Gotta
crazy.
kill you instead. Can't just let a curse do as they please.
Bro, like, he's not even taking anything seriously, bro.
No talking during the movie.
Well, I like the voice acting for Makima, though.
Huh? First technique lapse. Womp womp.
Goodbye. That would be like the worst way to go, bro. You're taking a dump and then or peeing and like you just explode. I could not go out like that.
Careful. I could have died, but that much won't matter to you soon.
Don't worry. I'm Satoru Gojo.
The strongest.
Confident, strong, and idiotic. We'll be sure to write it on your tombstone.
Are all those devils? Oh, I didn't know you could break the chains. What the heck?
Calm.
Wait, she can do that? Huh. I did not know she could do that. Cause that's I think his name is Aki. I think that's Aki's technique. I did not know she could do that. Maybe she can like copy techniques or something like that. Infinity.
We don't kill you too quickly.
I should be good, since you're so weak.
Bang.
Gojo, do not make me mad. Do not piss me off, okay? I'm already dealing with the Sukuna fans because, like, you know, even though it was confirmed that you was caught off guard in that fight, and if you didn't get caught off guard, you would have dodged and you would have won that fight. I mean, you would have killed Sukuna. Please don't lose to Makime. I'm begging you. Please, I'm already dealing with Sukuna fans. I can't deal with like Makime fans. Nothing against you guys, but like, please don't take another loss. So, like, I'm begging, please.
Bang. Bang.
Okay.
Bang.
Okay. Gojo, you really pissed me off, bro. Listen, you have infinity. You have like everything in the book to like just win this fight, bro. Just get up, bro. We're fucking done. Bro, like, I can't do this again. Bro. I'm gonna get roasted by my fans, by Chainsaw fans, bro.
Now, be a good boy and play.
Nah, bro. Getting called a good boy is crazy. Ooh, that pose kind of tough. That might be a thumbnail, chat. That's kind of tough. Hold up.
Should I bark too?
Ooh, hold up.
I'm getting really tired.
Oh wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Domain
My fucking goat. Yes, sir.
expansion. Unlimited void.
GG's, bro.
Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
That's fucking right. Exactly. That's what I thought. Let's go. Hey, chat, don't be like, I know I was getting upset earlier, but like, chill. Like, you know, it's Gojo. Like, you know.
KO! So do you think that place is offering discounted tickets or too soon? Yeah, I'll order online.
Gojo and Makima were complicated to compare. On the surface level, Gojo had a lot going for him.
It's no surprise, given that his reputation in Jujutsu Kaisen is that of its pinnacle. At least it was.
First of all,
Don't break up that fight, bro. Do not. It was already confirmed. Do not do that shit.
it's unlikely Makima would see Gojo as inferior to her, in a similar way to how she saw Denji. So she wouldn't be able to immediately control Gojo.
Gojo's birth caused a giant shift in the world of curses. Plenty of people have recognized that after only seeing him once. Being better than everyone is literally Gojo's thing.
Plus, Gojo automatically refreshes his brain with positive cursed energy 24/7. Even if Makima could control him, it wouldn't last very long.
Gojo was obviously stronger too. The best feat we can compare Makima to is the Typhoon Devil's Storms. But that's nothing compared to the meteor created by Jogo, who is leagues below Gojo in strength.
However,
That is true.
considering she reacted to the Gun Devil
Like Joko is actually underrated. He actually is like one of the strongest curses, because I know he was like clarified as the fastest curse. Mind you, the fastest curse, not fastest like cursing, you know, whatever, because he's not fast as Gojo. But like Jogo is strong, bro. Like I feel like he would solo like JJK himself. I mean solo Chainsaw Man himself, like if he like just chose to like just go all out.
Makima would actually be a bit faster, though she would need to be able to get past Limitless for her speed to matter.
Makima
Yeah.
had more devils than you can shake a fin at, but most were rendered moot against Limitless. Knives, fire, bombs, zombies, it's all stuff Gojo's dealt with before, and with zero issues.
And Gojo could easily wipe out her demonic crowd with red and blue whenever he wanted to.
The future devil could clue her in on anything nasty coming her way, but that wouldn't last forever. Plus, with Gojo's 6 eyes and teleportation, she had zero opportunities to break away and set up her instant kill moves.
But Gojo would obviously lose if he couldn't permanently kill Makima.
That is
Six
true.
Eyes couldn't inform him of Makima's contract with the Prime Minister, and eventually one of Gojo's attacks could cause his death instead, even if it took a
that is
while.
true.
And
That is
Makima
true.
did have a way past
I will say, I'm not gonna bullshit you, Chainsaw Man. That is true. I'm not like that is true. Eventually, if he kept like just killing her over and over, he would eventually die, since we're like equalizing like everything.
Limitless with her finger guns. Makima could land attacks directly on Gojo's body, meaning there's no projectile for Limitless to detect
I don't agree with that. I feel like her guns do travel, but you know, that's just my opinion.
and infinitely slow down.
Though when they did land, Gojo's healing ensured that he repaired his body quickly.
Yeah, he did tank Shrine, so it was, you know, he's pretty durable.
On the flip side, Makima didn't have a counter to Gojo's domain expansion. Unlimited Void overloads its target with
That's basically I think that's basically like even if Gojo could not kill her, like if he just popped Unlimited Void like long enough, she would have been done. Because like even though like yeah, if she dies or if she's ill or anything, like, you know, if she's just a vegetable, she's technically not ill or anything, she's just a vegetable, you know, and he would win.
unlimited information. It's not really an attack.
You could call it an attack on the senses, but even if she could transfer it to other Japanese citizens, she still
That's if.
could not escape an infinite amount of information.
Nope. She could not.
We can compare this to the Doll Devil, who was defeated by a technique similar to Unlimited Void.
Despite being able to transfer her mind across a large number of hosts, the Doll Devil was still trying to transfer infinite information across finite people. Even with all of Japan as mental meat shields, Makima would still be overwhelmed.
Wait, doesn't that mean Gojo just unintentionally killed basically everyone in Japan?
Don't think about it. Regardless, Gojo is immune to his own unlimited void, so he was still unaffected.
Good for him. The moment Unlimited Void landed, Makima would be stuck, opening her up for a good old hollow purple.
Her contract isn't perfect. Makima only ever regenerated as long as there was some mass to come back from.
But hollow purple disintegrates anything it touches to zero. Literally. There's no way she was regenerating from that.
Sure, control as a concept will always exist, but a reincarnation of the Control Devil isn't Makima. This was one of the craziest fights we've ever had. However, with Gojo's raw power, broken counters, and unbelievably busted Limitless, Makima lost control over this fight.
Makima thought she had Gojo by the ball and chain, but in the end, she was left hollow.
The winner is Satoru Gojo.
My glorious king. Let's go.
Thanks for watching, and hey, are you a death battle?
Yo, that was dope as shit. Yo, thank you so much, Death Battle, for that, bro. And thank you so, like, yo, listen, I already knew this fight was gonna be fire because of like the thumbnail and everything that the Death Battle usually has, and I love Gojo. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video entirely. Hopefully, you watched it entirely. If you didn't, then that's fine. I was happy if you guys stopped by. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you let me know what your favorite part was. And no, not the part of me like crying because I thought Gojo was gonna lose. And make sure you share this with your friends. We are almost at 500 followers, so I do thank you guys for that. But yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.